We're going to part 5, yes?
Yes, Rav.
You remember the last time we spoke about happy hour?
Yes, scheduling it with the children.
Scheduling with the children. Now, this is the time for the child. Let them have the privilege, actually, to decide what to do in this time. But you are in control. What do I mean? If the child wants to do something which doesn't make sense, or technically it's impossible, you can say no. You're allowed to say no. Okay, let's say if you have a girl and she wants to play with you hide and seek. Hide and seek. And you don't feel comfortable to play this game. So Ima should say, my dear child, it's very important for me that both of us will have a good time. I don't like this game. Let's look for something else. So we both going to enjoy it. Maybe you can offer a few possibilities. All right? And let the child choose which one she wants. Maybe she wants to watch with you albums. Or maybe she'll tell you, maybe you can tell me a story. Whatever it is. It's very much important to encourage the child to plan the happy hour, and this way you giving him exercises to take responsibilities. Many kids, you'll be surprised, they want again to experience the time that they were little one. They want to play again the baby of mommy. Why? Because he is sending you a signal, I still need to feel the warmth and love of Ima. It's very much, it's worth it to agree to it. And you should choose a place in the house which is going to be pleasant to take a child like 7, 8 years old and take him on your hands and deal with him like a baby. Okay? It's not a principle what exactly you're going to do in the happy hour. The idea is to give a lot of love to the child, to relate to him, to lift up his spirit, and to give him the tools that he needs, that is going to enable him to trust you and himself also, and to continue. It's very, very important, this happy hour. If you remember the 10 minutes that I told you, husband and wife, yes?
Yes, Rav. Yes, Rav.
It's on YouTube, guys.
Thank you, Bella.
I'll post the link later.
Okay? So the same thing is very important to the child and to you also. You come with initiate to give the child happy hour. It should not come from him, because they're doing it to us all day long. They're taking our attention. So when we're giving attention, can somebody over here tell me truthfully, when was the last time that you offered your child time alone without even in thinking about it? Okay, I got my answer. Now, don't forget you have other siblings as well. You have more children over there. Don't hide the happy hour from the other kids. It's very much possible that the other kids will say, how about us? We also want time. You say, yes, I agree. I agree. Because kids, they need very much the feeling that they want it. Many times our kids feel rejected. They feel that we don't like them and they are burden. Who likes to feel like that? So we have to tell them, yes, you deserve it also. Yes. So they feel already not rejected. And the fact of the matter that you show the willingness to give them time, they're coming down. And I'll tell you what's going to happen. At the end, only the kids that need it will stay with you. And the rest, maybe one time, two times, three times, and then you're going to say, okay, fine, we don't need it, and so on. At the end, who will stay? The child who really needs it. He will stay there. Okay. Now, what happens if one night you don't have time? What are we going to do? You have to tell your child in advance, but be straightforward. The decision already was made. Tonight, I will not be able to have the happy hour, with no excuses, because I have to go there, because I have to get it. Tonight, I can't. Why don't you let your child negotiate with you? Why you can't? Who knows why we don't let them start to handle with us? And why we should not apologize? I see they don't have a clue. Okay. Okay. I understand. Because when you're starting to apologize, it shows to the child that you're obligated to it. I'm not obligated to give you gifts. I want to give you my love on my terms, not on your terms. The happy hour is like I'm telling you, it's my own will. I want to show you how much I love you. And it's not obligation. But it's very important to keep the frequency. It should be frequent. You have to do everything to keep the time, which we're not good at, right? And I'll keep coming back to the 10 minutes. We're not good at. Sometimes I see a couple in my office and I'm telling him, make time to talk every night, 10 minutes, and call me up. What time is it? I want to know that you're implementing it into your life. I don't have to tell you that I don't get any telephone call. And then I have to call, which I should not do. But what can I do? I called the couple and said, no, did you set up time? Did you speak? I said, no, I was tired. He was tired. He came late. Okay. Nobody to talk to. So the problems will not get solved. If you want to solve the problem with your child, the relationship, to fix them up, you have to put it in the top of the priority list and make sure it's happening at the time that you said. 2 times a week, 3 times a week, 1 time a week, every day, depends on each child. But you are there no matter what. Because if not, all the meaning behind the happy hour will disappear. So now, also, don't say to the child, I owe you one. Why not? Because then you bring the child into a place that he can handle with you. Mommy, you owe me from yesterday. And tomorrow you're going to a wedding. So it's going to be already 2 times you owe me. And he must says, no, I only one, back and forth, back and forth. This is not love anymore. This is business deal. In this way, the child again became a taker. He's not a receiver. Everything has to be on our own terms. We want to give you. You don't tell us what terms. So now, we as parents, that we were not accustomed to it until I started to talk about it. Yes? Now you have to put in your mind all the time. One thing, all the time. You always on the giving side. Don't let the child be a taker. You controlling the hour. You are the one to choose to give from your own will at the time that you want and the amount that you're interested to give, and to whom you choose to give. Don't get sucked into struggle power. Who is going to be the ruler over here? Who is going to be the boss? Who is going to set up the rules? Don't fall for this. Kids, they know how to take. And if you're going to see it, I hope that you did it. You sat down and you thought about what I said until now. I'm not too far from the truth that we came out that we didn't give the child nothing almost. Always they took from us. Are you agreeing on this?
Yes.
That's why they're complaining, you don't give me anything. That's what they feel. Everything they have to take by force. When you're paying attention to the child, when he's misbehaving, right? When you're leaving your kitchen and chasing after the child.
When they're misbehaving, not listening, fighting with each other.
Finally, Ima paying attention that she have a child. So they can take from you in a very, they have all kinds of methods how to take out of you. The child will come and say, Mommy, it was too short, 20 minutes. Aren't you going to melt? Yes?
Yes. I want to give him more.
Absolutely. You have to tell him, sweetie, I'm sorry, but that's what I want to give you. That's what I want to give you. The 5 minutes extra that you want to take from me. I'm not going to give it to you. I have to teach you how to receive. So if I said, I'm giving you 20 minutes, that's what I'm giving you. Take it and be happy with this. Even if the child will be disappointed, or even if he's going to blame you, which they know very well how to do, don't give up on the standing of being a giver. You can complain, you can do that, because what happened is trying to manipulate you, that you feel bad, that what you gave him was not enough. Don't fall for this. It's a trap. Don't fall. Live the happy hour as a giving. Connected to the will of the parents and not under the ruling of the child. The parent is in control. It was your idea. You setting the time, how much you want to give, and that's it.
And if he says 10 more minutes?
Example, you're giving your a friend or somebody a watch that you, or ring that you bought for them, okay? She says, maybe I can have also a pair of earrings to be matched. How does it sound now?
Ungrateful, and she wants more.
And he said, that's all I can give you now. Take the ring. I said, what a friend are you? Right now she's just trying to play the guilt feeling on you, right? You stay as a giver. It was my initiative, right? I initiated it. Now your friend wants to take also. She said, maybe I can have also a pair of earrings. He said, no. That's my gift to you. To take for me? No. It's very much possible that the child will start to make condition with you. I'll go to the grocery store only if you give me happy hour. What does he want to do?
Control you.
No.
Wants to bargain. No. He's threatening her,
Take from you?
taking more and more. Okay.
Don't forget, we're talking about giving and taking. I'm gonna go to the grocery store only if you give me what I want. You giving him what he wants, or he is taking what he wants?
He's taking what he wants.
And the child become a taker.
And then he wants more and more. Yeah.
So Rav, is it possible just to clarify something? He becomes a giver by doing what you want. Like when you set a time limit and you say 10 minutes are up, that's when, no?
We're teaching him how to be a receiver, not a taker.
Right, so when we say the 10 minutes are up, right? That's teaching him to be a receiver?
Yes,
Not. Okay.
that's what I can give you.
And then when he wants more, then he's being a taker, and at that point. you don't
Exactly.
give- So at that
This, you
point,
don't let it happen.
and you don't give in,
No,
okay?
because then you giving already went to the garbage. He cannot control how frequent will be the happy hours. The child cannot do it. You are in control. What you gonna say to the child if he says, I'll go to the grocery store only if you give me a happy hour? What you gonna answer back to him?
So you won't go to the grocery store?
No? Here, we have a case now.
Don't go to the grocery store.
No, finished.
It doesn't work like that.
What? No. Somebody will say something.
Maybe not having the happy hour then if he's acting like this. Oh, yeah. What did I say?
Soon you're gonna see. Okay. You can explain the child. You don't have to go to the grocery store, the happy hour I'll give you anyway. Because we love you and we want to give it to you. Even if you decide not to go to the grocery store. Usually what we're gonna do, huh? You don't wanna go?
If you don't go to the,
No happy hour. Yes or no?
yes, we threaten them.
That's it. So again, we're coming to give and take. No. The happy hour is our gift to you no matter what. If you want to go, if you don't want to go, this has nothing to do with the grocery store. Meaning you're teaching him, by the way, the deals is not going to work over here. Our love is not deal. What we said, we'll give you anyway. If you're going, if you're not going, we're going to give it to you. You're exercising yourself now. Now the parents have to exercise, okay? Because we're teaching the child to be the taker. We are. Now we have to teach ourselves, okay, how to be a real giver and don't do business over here. Because then the child will feel that behemet you love him. And there is a big chance that he will start to think, what am I doing? Do you know what it means, matnat chinam? Who knows Hebrew over here?
Free gift.
Matnat
Free
chinam.
For free.
Gift. For
A
free.
free gift.
Yeah, even if you don't deserve it. So now, the happy hour is not a reward, and to take it away cannot be a punishment. Let's say 10 minutes before the happy hour, the child drove you to the walls. You're so upset at him, you don't know what to do with him. And now in 10 minutes, you have to take him according to the plan that you have to take him out. What are you going to do?
Got to stick to it. Give them the happy hour.
Usually what we're doing,
We cancel.
Oh, the parent would cancel. Yeah.
Yeah, we would say you can't have it because of your behavior.
exactly, right?
Yes, Rav.
Now we have to learn how to control ourselves. You have to calm down and to forgive, because you have to remind yourself over and over again, matnat chinam. I'm giving my child matnat chinam, a free gift, even if you don't deserve it. Don't we get it from HaKadosh Baruch Hu?
Yes, every day, Rav.
No. No. If Hashem will deal with us the same way that we're dealing with our kids,
We wouldn't be here.
what will happen? No one will stay over here. So Hashem asks you, you know what? Even if your child, give him something bechinam, for free. And it's the happy hour. You love him and you want to give it to him. Exactly like Hashem doing to us. Biduk.
Do we explain it to them that way, Rav?
Huh?
Do we explain it to them that way, that we're just, no, we don't explain it. We just have to have that understanding for ourselves. Got it. Thank you.
Without any connection to his behavior. Most of the Jews are not behaving. And yet Hashem give them parnasa and health and a wife and kids and everything. If it was us, well, we will never do it, right? So why can we be like this with your child? So now imagine 10 minutes before you boiling. Calm yourself down and you say to yourself, matnat chinam, matnat chinam, matnat chinam, matnat chinam. 10 minutes you talk to yourself. Chinam, chinam, matnat chinam. Okay? And to say, we need siyata dishmaya. We need help from Shamayim. And in any case, fulfill the time with the child. And don't sit there with the face of Tisha B'Av like nothing happened. I know it's difficult, right? But that's what it takes to be a parent. That's what it takes. Another point that is not less important, actually very important. The parents should not use the happy hour as a weapon to achieve what we want to achieve from the children. There is no reason to say, if you're gonna wear pajama, I'll give you happy hour. Or if you want happy hour, first you have to fix your room. That's giving?
No, it's an ultimatum. It's taking.
That's business.
Yes, Rav.
If you pay me, I'll give you the merchandise that you're looking for. So the happy hour must be a true matnat chinam, a free gift, no condition, and no paying back. So now, to express the will to be with the child is also show that you want to give. You already, the child feeling that you want to give him. Even though at the end, what you planned to do did not happen. The fact that you were offering the child, I want to give you time. 20 minutes I want to give you. It's okay? And he says, yes, it's okay. We're going to talk about it when this, but, and at the end, it didn't happen. But the child already heard, it came from Ima, herself, I didn't say anything. Or if it comes from his father, what? Much better. Didn't you have sometimes scenarios that you באמת wanted to give the child and he told you, I don't have time now. I have a lot of homework. Did it happen to you once?
Yes.
What was your reaction?
Or you felt really bad
Why?
because you wanted to spend that time with him and he wasn't available.
Don't get hurt from such a reaction. Why? The child needs your love? Yes. Did he get it?
Yeah. He does. He got it. That's why he doesn't need you at that moment.
There are
No. By saying it to him, I want to spend time with you now. Is it? Mommy, I can't now. I have too much homework. Don't get hurt. You already showed him that you love him. That's how a child registers this. What? The willingness already did the job. So accept with respect that the child, that he doesn't have time now. And you look for another opportunity to give him. But the job was done. Don't feel bad. He heard that you want to give him. So now, if you want to fix now everything, right? Tell me something, tell me that you choose. And what I told you until now to change everything, it will be easy?
No.
So now imagine now we have to teach the child how to receive. That's also is going to be very difficult. Why?
Because he's so used to taking and demanding of you. He's not used
Because the relationship until now was, a distance one. Even sometimes the confrontation were happening every hour, Kimat. The child. I assume that the child will test very suspiciously your offering to tie the connection, to bring you closer to him. He will say to himself, what happened? Probably is another trick, He will not give his full trust to you. As a lady, if you have confrontation with your husband frequently, Pito one day he comes, he says, I want to take you out, bought you flowers and this. Tell me the truth. Aren't you going to be suspicious that something is cooking?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's going on?
What is he
Thinking.
Planning?
Probably he has a plan. And you're going to be very hesitant, very suspicious. Now that's what's going to happen to your child also. All the time, Ima, wow, 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 wow. All of a sudden, which pill she's taking? What happened? And don't be surprised if the child, if you tell him, Mommy wants to give you 20 minutes. And he will answer aggressively. I don't want to be with you. Or I don't need you. Wow, you're going to get hurt, right?
Yeah.
So you have to understand that the child rejecting you because he doesn't know how to react. He doesn't know. He is. Until now, he was convincing himself that he is rejected and you don't love him. And this kind of thought gave him, as we says, the courage and the justification that he was looking for to punish you. How? With a negative behavior. I'm going to show them. And he's doing balagan. Wow. All of a sudden, when you show him love and affection and warmth, everything is starting to shake. Why? What's going on? And he start to think, are they really love me? So he has a system of defense that tell him, reject it. Reject it. And go back to what you used to feel that you rejected and they don't love you because you got used to this. And how are we going to react? Huh? You don't want? Okay. But later on, don't complain. We offered you and you didn't take it. Don't do this. It's a mistake. Why? The fact of the matter is, deep inside his heart, the child wants you, he wants to hear, even though he says, I don't want to be with you, he wants to hear, but we want to be with you. Give him another chance. Even if he says, I don't want you. He said, but Ima wants to be with you.
Rabbi, I think they break down when I'm with little children and that happens. I said, but Auntie loves you. You know how Auntie loves you. And then little by little, they soften. They forget what they were angry about.
Absolutely.
And the love, the energy of the love overcomes their tantrum.
Because that's what he wants to hear, because he's not sure that you're saying it from
right.
it's very, it's worth it to say as follows. I love you very much. It's chaval. I wanted to play with you. I want time to play with you, only with you together. I'll continue to try to offer you until you will agree. And you sending the child, wah, wah, wah. Because now you're taking away all the rejection. And now you're starting to teach him how to receive, because until now he was the taker by force, with a bad behavior. So we believe that if you're going to be steady, consistent in your standing, and you're going to add, and you're going to again and again to offer the child to give you time alone. Let's have a happy hour. At the end, the walls will fall down. You will agree. And he will feel finally that the parents wants to give him, and he's feeling the love already. Now he sees that the parents, behemet, they mean business. They didn't say it one time only to say, you see, we told you. They keep coming. They keep coming. You say one time, 2 times, 5 times. At the end, the child will say, okay, I see that they're honest. So if you continue on a steady basis to give the child the time that he needs and the time that you put on the child, 2 times a week, 3 times a week, 1 time a week, whatever you decide to give, the child will have the courage to take a new path and to get out of the rejection and the feeling that you don't love him, you don't care for him. And with you together, he will slowly, slowly will go up the way that we want him to get there. Now, how do we gonna end the happy hour? The 20 minutes is just about to finish. How are we gonna end it?
I would thank the child.
Oh, it's such an opportunity to give him even more while you ending the meeting. Very much worth it to finish the meeting in a statement of love. I had so much, it was so pleasant to play with you. I had such an enjoyment. I have so much enjoyment from our time together. Just you give, don't let him take. What you're saying to him is building him up. The child, if it's a boy, if it's a girl, you don't know what it does to a child. What? Don't ask him, how was it? Did you enjoy it? Again, you're putting him on the wheel. He has to tell you yes, no, when you give a gift to someone, you don't ask him, do you like the gift? It's a gift. It's from my heart. And if the child will tell you after you're going to ask him, did you like it? Did you enjoy it? He says, no, because you always stop in the middle. I told you 5 more minutes and you said no. Or he said the time was worthless. Zero. Now he became again in control. Was good, was not good. I'm not asking you, בכלל. I gave you. Next time when we're gonna meet, I say, so I told you to plan, no? So now you plan. Throw the ball there, but don't let him be a taker.
Rabbi, this is for little kids, no?
No, for everybody.
Because as they get teenagers, they want to be with their friends and they want to be less with parents.
Okay.
No?
That's natural.
Right.
Okay. But they know that the parents love them. If we gave them enough when they were home, they have the confidence, they feel loved, and they're not going to fall into traps that are waiting for them outside.
Right. So you should offer them anyway, at any age. Right.
Any age. So I hope that you relate and your approach to the happy hour to approach it as a way of life. It's not only exercises. This is a way of Jewish life. You give, you don't take.
And you don't have to expect, right? Anyone back.
It's
Anything.
coming from my heart.
I love that. It's a Jewish way of life. You're
Yes, absolutely.
right.
Absolutely.
And you know what ends up happening? The more I give, the more I get all the time. And I'm not giving to get.
Now, it's very important for you to know that these meetings with the child, the happy hour, is not a prescription that the child behavior will be much better now. Don't call me after 1 week and say, oh, my Haimoff, it doesn't work. בכלל, every method that come to fix problems, don't buy it. How can you expect from a person, after mistakes of years and years and years, he'll give you one advice and everything will change? Did you see something like that in your lifetime? There is no such a thing. So I know people sometimes they call me and they want advice and they think whatever I'll say, it will work, like take a pill and everything will disappear. No way. You see how long it takes just to understand one thing? And now, what happened? Nobody told us otherwise. We grew up, we got married, and we're saying this, we're doing the things, same thing to the spouses. You'll be good, I'll buy you this. You're not gonna be good, I'm gonna give you this. Right? And then he sent her, or she sent him, flowers with a big heart and an arrow and this. This called a Purim spiel. That's called a Purim spiel. It's a Purim joke. To give someone attention is something that he is not even thinking about, or you see what the other person is missing, and right away you're coming to fill it up. We're not accustomed to this. We're not accustomed to this. We have to admit, no?
Yes, it's very hard.
I know.
Yeah.
But again, this is a Jewish lifestyle.
The Jewish lifestyle tell us that we should give, even though
Not time to give.
the other person not appreciated. And
Example, if you see that your wife, for example, needs to talk to somebody else, so if you care, right? And even if usually you're not that good, I say, you know what? I have to go to Avit, or I have to go here there. I'm not going. I want to talk to you. I paid attention that you're not in a good mood. So I'm here to talk to you, to hear you. Let's talk about it. The fact that you paid attention and you left everything else and you're sitting here, that's it. That's what needed. The husband should tell his wife, "You're tired. Can you do me a favor, please? Sit down. Let me take care of the kitchen, okay? Please have a seat. Go and rest. I see that you're exhausted. That's enough." Boy, he take care, he put it on the sofa. I said, "Sit over here. Maybe I can do something for you, coffee, tea, something." This is a Jewish lifestyle. I know I sound strange, yes, but that's what it takes. And we, as grown-ups, we need it. So imagine a child that he have a hard time even to express himself. So you cannot expect a special technique in 1 week or 2 weeks will change your child to be in the best behavior possible. It's not going to happen. It takes time. In this kind of cases, it takes time because the mistakes were done. If we were here before even they're born, then we already prepared and we know more or less what to do. But now your kids probably 9 years old, 10 years old, 12 years old. So imagine 10 years was a mistake. In one focus, we're going to change everything. But at least we're taking the steps to start the change, So we always say, investment. Invest time after time after time on the child, it's investment. And if you know where you're heading to, everything is straight, you have a plan, and you know what you're doing with the kids, you have a priority list that sometimes, we can go in, but most of the time we are on target. This is the road to success. My son-in-law today spoke afternoon, he said things, very nice. He said now Judaism become only sgulot. Every day I see on the chat, הסגולה הזאתי, סגולה, and send it to 10 more people, so it will have more koach. Meaning the Torah, the Gemara, the Mishnah, everything put aside. The Sgula, if you're going to do focus, it will work. It's such a disgrace to the Torah. Who came up with all these crazy ideas?
Thank you for saying that, Rabbi. Because sometimes they write also, if you don't send it to 10 people, this and this will happen. And it's very bad to say it. Yeah.
Listen to me. 99% of all the sgulot that you read on the chat and everything else, it's fake news.
Oh, thank you for saying that.
Fake news. It's impossible that if you're going with pants, not tzanua, no Shabbat, kosher, kacha, all this, I'll do focus and it will work. What, are you out of your mind? And it's not working. And now what happened? It makes people cold. It doesn't work. Forget all the sgulot. Forget it. There is few of them, but it's only when you're equipped with Torah and everything else. Imagine you want to donate ribonim to the shul. to put on the Sefer Torah. But the shul don't have a Sefer Torah. What are you going to do with the Rimonim? The Sgulot, it's the Rimonim on the Sefer Torah, but if you don't have a Torah, on what you're going to put this Rimonim? On the air. So, there is no quick fixes that we know. As they taught us from young age, they taught me, Adoni, roll your sleeves, time to work. You a worker, you're not a magic man. People are going into a Kabbalistim, you're going to do this. There is no easy way out. Don't even think about it. You're misleading yourself and other people misleading you also. Jewish way of life is investment. Children is investment, relationship is investment, learning is investment, Irat Shamayim is investment, everything needs investment. Step after step, step after step. There is no quick fix, no such a thing. Did you get it?
Yes, Rabbi.
Yes, Rav, thank you so much.
Very good. This is the derech shel Torah. This is the way of the Torah.
Mhm.
You have to sweat,
Oh,
right?
To learn and to teach also, right? Our kids and our next generations.
My people in the morning, they don't know. Now I'm going to tell them the secret. It took us 2 years because I wanted them to see that in order to finish, you have to put investment of 2 years. Yes. But after you've invested 2 years, how do you feel?
It was so worth it.
You feel accomplished.
I feel it was worth the sweating.
They feel now that they have something. They think different. Yes?
Yes, Rabbi.
We think different. We see things much, totally
Different way
different.
of looking at things. Yes.
Do you think now like 2 years ago?
No. I wish I
No
knew
way, Rav.
before.
That's it. But if I give you
like a different
Sgula,
person, Rabbi.
but if I give you Sgula 2 years ago, abracadabra, da, light 2 candles and say this and everything will be fine.
Would still be in the same place, Rav.
Right, right.
Have a good night, everybody. I hope I'll see you tomorrow live.
Are you
not
going to
on
Zoom
Zoom,
it?
not